Good morning. I'm not used to taking videos with the camera pointed at me, so hopefully this won't be too terrible. This is the back end of the new RV. Quickly at the top, there's a backup camera to assist when backing, since I'll be doing it most of the time by myself. The blue thing with the wheels on it there is for emptying your dump tanks. If you're at an RV place that doesn't have an individual place to dump it, you can fill that up, roll it over to their dump station and dump it. And a spare tire, the square bumper on the bottom, the plastic ends come off of that and you can store things inside. Mostly now it's full of the sewer hose. Yay! The grill work you see above the tire is the vent intake for the refrigerator, and up on top right above it you can probably see that there is another grill, and this for the exhaust. Air flows over the refrigerator while it's running and the hot air escapes out the top. Right next to that is the it's called a Fantastic vent fan, and that big hood over there over the top of it allows it to be operated while it's raining outside. Okay, just a quick tour around the rest of the outside. Here is the electrically operated awning. The door, which has a separate screen door on it that you can open or close, and the steps to get in. It's got a twin axle. Up here we have a pair of speakers. The entertainment system inside has an AM/FM radio and a DVD player or a CD player, and it's also Bluetooth, so I can hook up music from my phone or from the stations that I capture and play it outside if I want. This is the exhaust fan for the over the stove vent. Exhausts cooking odors outside. The orange light is what they call a bug light. It just shines at night, gives you a little light, but it's supposed to attract less bugs. This light, and there's one on the other side, is called a scare light. You can either turn it on for extra illumination, or you can turn it off, and if the scare light switch on the inside of the trailer is on, it will illuminate when it senses motion. So what it's supposed to do is kind of make people think twice about roaming around your RV at night, or grizzly bears even. Let's see. This is the exhaust for the furnace. This is a place to hook up cable for outside TV, a plug to plug your TV in, and this is a TV hanger. So you can pull the TV from the inside to the outside and hook it up under your awning and watch TV if you want. This is a gas line that you can pull out of there, hooked to the propane tanks on the front, and you can plug it into the back of the barbecue that came with this thing and barbecue outside. And this rail here is a rail to mount the barbecue grill on, and also there's room on the rail to mount a small table that is designed for this, and you can use that to prep food or set pots on, whatever. This is a 20 amp outlet for well, let me get to that on the other side because it's going to be more clear. This is storage. It goes all the way through. I'm sorry I didn't unlock it, but it's no big deal. You just store junk in there. It goes all the way through to the other side. So you can store long things in there, fishing poles, lounge chairs. I have a folding chair that I'll probably put in there. This little dude here is a leveler, so you can tell if the rig is level front to rear, and this one tells you if you're level left to right. This is a cover over the front window, which is very rare on an RV this size to have a front window. I'll show you the window actually when we go inside. Two 20-pound propane tanks, should last me quite a while. If I do a lot of camping in Montana for long periods of time, I might get two 30-pounders and replace them. These are the house batteries, as they're called. They're, let me see, do I have that in the camera? I can't tell. Yeah, they are, it's an upgrade from the usual. They put a 12-volt battery in there. These are two deep cycle 6-volt batteries, wired in series to give me a longer runtime on the battery. Hand crank to crank the tongue of the coach up and down to set it on the ball of the tow vehicle. This is an outdoor light to throw a little extra light on the scene. City water connection. This is where you hook up your hose if you're at an RV site or your home or wherever and you want to take water right directly from the city supply. This is a connection to winterize the plumbing. You can pour non-toxic antifreeze in there and protect your system through a cold winter. This is the other side of that storage door I showed you on the other side. And this is the water fill for the water tank that actually stores water on board in case you don't have access to city water. This holds 26 gallons, including the 6 gallons that are in the hot water heater. And speaking of the hot water heater, this is the ventilation for the 6-gallon hot water heater that runs on electric or propane. Another small window. This is the slide that pulls out, and on the inside the couch sits in that space, so it does give you some nice extra room inside. And this is storage in the slide unit that you can access from the outside. It's also accessible from the inside. All right, moving farther to the back. This is a 20 amp connection in case you're staying at an RV park that doesn't offer the standard 30 amp connection. So if you're staying at a campsite that only allows you to hook up to a 20 amp source, this will specifically run the hot water heater and that outlet on the other side of the trailer that I showed you, that I told you I would tell you more about when I got to this side. Okay, this is satellite and cable hookup. You got one for each. I understand the attenuation from satellite to cable is different, so you have one for each. This is an outside shower, which would be handy out in the woods because you could actually take a shower outside and have a lot of room to move around. Inside, the shower is a little confining. A little work light for the outside. Down here are the I don't know how good a picture this is. This is where you dump your gray tank, which is water that's collected from the shower and the sink, and your sewer tank called a black water tank. You can dump it into that portable tank I showed you that's hanging off the back of the rig, or you can dump it right directly into a dump station. And this is a connection for a hose that will flush your black tank out. Sometimes if you just empty it and let gravity do the job, it'll leave some sediment and residue in the tank. That will rinse it out. And up here, this is a holder for the shower wand. Take the shower wand out of the shower compartment and hook it up here to take your shower. Okay, I'm gonna pause while I go inside now.